A blessed, beautiful morning, Grateful Gap family. Welcome back to the Grateful Gap Sports Huddle. About to get directly to the daily verse before we get into the sports. Daily verse for the day of August 19th, 2023, derives from the book of James, chapter 4, verse 10, and it states as follows. Yourselves before the Lord, and he will lift you up in honor. Amen. And again, it's from the book of James, chapter 4, verse 10. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I have this morning with me my brother Sean. He will be probably every Saturday. We'll see what the schedule looking like, but he's going to be my fighting guy here on the Sports Huddle. So first of all, I appreciate your time this morning. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good.
We're gonna have to find him a sports anchor nickname for the show. But today he just Sean. Or every day he's Sean, but today on the Sports Huddle he's Sean. And for the sports rundown this morning, we're going to be going over the NFL Week 2 preview and update from Thursday games, Friday games. We have some games today and tomorrow. We have NFL free agency updates. The FIFA World Cup for the women is coming to an end. We had the third place game today, and tomorrow we have the finale, the championship game. We'll be going over WNBA information. Big Three League playoff starts today. Major League Baseball, and we'll be going over some boxing, fighting information, which is Sean's T, quote unquote. He has a lot of information about that. So again, I appreciate you for joining us this morning and being a part of the Sports Huddle. And like I've been telling my audience for the last couple of weeks, I've been looking to have you on here to be able to again speak about the fighting world. You're very informative and you have more information and more insight than I do. So I'm looking forward to being able to learn some stuff and again, going back and forth to you about that type of stuff. So without further ado, again, we getting kicking it right off, going into the NFL preseason week 2 preview update. So from Thursday games, we had the Browns and the Eagles tie 18-18. A recap of Friday night game, we had the New York Giants defeat the Carolina Panthers 21-19. We had the Bengals and the Falcons tie at 13. For today's games, we have games kicking off at 1 o'clock p.m. on NFL Network. We have the Jaguars going up against the Lions. We have the Dolphins going up against the Texans. We have the Bills going up against the Steelers. We have the Bears going up against the Colts. We have the Buccaneers going up against the Jets. We have the Chiefs going up against the Cardinals. We have the Titans going up against the Vikings. We have the Patriots going up against the Packers. We have the Broncos going up against the 49ers. We have the Raiders going against the Rams. And we have the Cowboys going against the Seahawks. The Cowboys-Seahawks games can be check out tonight on NFL Network. Another game on NFL Network could be the Bears and the Colts and the Dolphins and the Texans. So make sure y'all check out those games tonight. For Sunday games, we have the Saints going up against the Chargers, kicking it off tomorrow at 7:05 p.m. on NFL Network. And we have a Monday night game on ESPN, the Ravens versus the Commanders. So that's our NFL preview this week for preseason week 2. How your team looking, Sean?
They're looking good. Patriots. We got just picked up Zeke. Hopefully we will do something with Zeke.
Yeah, I covered that on Thursday. Yeah, I saw that. I said that'd be a pretty good pickup. I think he'll get a lot of get a heavy workload, but the Patriots definitely try to have a balanced offense. So I definitely think he's going to get a decent amount of touches for sure.
Definitely need something. Been sorry since Tom Brady left.
Well, y'all thought y'all had it in Mac Jones. I think if Mac Jones really he continued to play at that level he played his rookie year, not play at that level, he got to obviously up his level, but play with that consistency he had in his rookie year, I think y'all will definitely be contenders again in the AFC for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
It might happen.
Moving on to the NFL free agency update. Jadeveon Clowney has signed a deal with the Baltimore Ravens. So the Baltimore Ravens are continuing to beef up their defense. Definitely trying to have a balanced team with a powerful offense and a powerful defense. Jadeveon Clowney is definitely a good fit for them. A hard-nosed player. That type of culture is driven and wanted in Baltimore. So he's definitely going to go in and fit in and be able to coach some of those young guys up and be an impact for their defensive line. So I think that'll be pretty good this year. And I'm looking forward to week 1 of NFL season. Looking forward to
They
it.
definitely about to be a powerhouse with Javion Clowney being that defensive end.
Yeah, he'll beast for sure. Moving on to the FIFA World Cup. Again, the FIFA World Cup is coming to an end, ladies and gentlemen. We had the third place game today. We had Sweden defeat Australia. So they took home the bronze medal. Sweden defeated Australia 2-0. Again, tomorrow is the championship game, 6 a.m. on Fox. Early in the morning, I will be tuning in to check out the FIFA World Cup championship. We have Spain going against England. Again, this is Spain's first time in the championship round of the FIFA Cup. So I'm looking forward to see if they're going to seal the deal. And England is looking to become a champion once again. So 6 a.m. again, make sure y'all tune in to Fox tomorrow morning for the FIFA World Cup. All righty. Moving on to the WNBA action from this week. Going back to Thursday games, we had defeat the New York Liberty 88-75. Recap of last night's games, we had the Atlanta Dream defeat the Chicago Sky 78-67. We had the Dallas Wings defeat the Kinetic Sun 95-75. We had the DC Mystics defeat the Indiana Fever 83-79. We had the New York Liberty defeat the Phoenix Mercury 85-63. And we had the Dallas Lynx defeat the Seattle Storm 78-70. For today's games, we have one game kicking off at 3 p.m. on ABC. We have the LA Sparks going up against the Las Vegas Aces, again on ABC at 3 p.m. So make sure y'all check it out. It's going to be a national broadcast game. It'll be a pretty good game. Then tomorrow game on Sunday, we have 3 games on NBA TV. We have the Dallas Wings going up against the DC Mystics at 3 p.m. on NBA TV. Then we have the Kinetic Sun going up against the Chicago Sky at 5 p.m. on NBA TV. Then we have the Seattle Dallas Lynx at 7 p.m. on NBA TV. And we have the Indiana Fever going up against the Phoenix Mercury at 6 p.m. So make sure y'all tune into your local channels to be able to get the coverage for the WNBA. And make sure y'all be on the lookout, too, for the FIBA tournament. The FIBA tournament is kicking off next week on the 25th of August. So that's like the international basketball tournament. So it'll be, the United States, all these other countries that have put together teams to go play for the FIBA championship, I guess. I don't really know too much information about the rules and regulations about it, but I just know it's international basketball and it's a tournament. So definitely going to have coverage starting on the 25th, which is, I believe, is Thursday. Perfect time for the Sports Huddle, so make sure y'all tune in. And, yeah, on a Friday, so that's on a Friday. So they're going to kick off on Friday next week, and I have updated coverage and information on Saturday. Moving on to the Big Three League, we have the Big Three League playoffs kicking off today. Have you checked out the Big Three League, Sean?
I used to watch it. Ain't checked it out lately.
Yeah, they have the playoffs kickoff today at 12 p.m. Well, kickoff starts at 1 p.m., but coverage will begin at 12 p.m. on CBS. We have 2 games today. The winner of these 2 games will go towards these winners of the 2 games today will go on to advance to the Big Three Championship. So we have the Trilogy going up against. We have Trilogy. We have the Triplets going up against Ghost Ballers. And again, this playoffs kick off today in Washington, D.C. at the Capital One Arena. Kickoff starts at 1 p.m. on CBS, or you can check it out on the Big Three League TV. You can go to the big3league.com, and you can see they have links to see live coverage of the Big Three tournament. So make sure y'all check it out. Again, playoffs start today, and the 2 winners of these teams will meet in London, the United Kingdom, on the 26th of August for the championship game for the Big Three League. So make sure y'all tune in. Again, we have the Trilogy going up against the Enemies, and we have Triplets going up against Ghost Ballers. All righty. Moving on to the Major League Baseball recap from this week. Major League Baseball from Friday games, we had the Atlanta Braves defeat the Giants 4-0. We had the Royals defeat the Cubs 4-3. We had the Detroit Tigers defeat the Guardians 4-2. We had the Reds defeat the Blue Jays 1-0. Red Sox defeat the Yankees 8-3. We had the Nationals defeat the Phillies 8-7. We had the Guardians defeat the Tigers in a doubleheader 4-1. We had the Brewers defeat the Rangers 9-8. We had the Twins defeat the Pirates 5-1. We had the Mariners defeat the Astros 2-0. We had the Mets defeat the Cardinals 7-1. We had the Rockies defeat the White Sox 14-1. They dominated the White Sox. We had the Angels in extra innings 9-6. We had the Orioles defeat the Athletics 9-4. We had the Padres defeat the Diamondbacks 4-0, and we had the Marlins dominate the Dodgers 11-3. Moving on to today's games, we had the Giants going up against the Braves, the Red Sox going up against the Yankees, the Royals going up against the Cubs, the Marlins going up against the Dodgers. They have a doubleheader today. We had the Diamondbacks going up against the Padres. They have a doubleheader as well. We have the Brewers going up against the Rangers. We have the Phillies going up against the Nationals. We have the Angels going up against the Rays. They have a doubleheader as well today. We have the Blue Jays going up against the Reds. We have the Tigers going up against the Guardians. The Pirates going up against the Twins. The Mariners going up against the Astros. The Mets going up against the Cardinals. The White Sox going up against the Rockies. The Orioles going up against the Athletics. Marlins going up against the Dodgers. So again, make sure y'all tune in today. Games kick off at 1:05 p.m. on FS1. You can get Red Sox and the Yankees. All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, get into the boxing, get into fighting. I'm pretty sure he knows about MMA too, but I usually just cover boxing and stuff. So whatever type of fighting information you want to be able to bring to the podcast, Sean, you can talk about it. I know I've been seeing Alicia Baumgartner test some type of test she failed, I guess, for drug type of thing. So I guess she's fighting that right now. So I don't know if you was aware of that from her last fight with Christina. So, and then we can go over some fights that's coming up in the future, some fights that you're looking forward to, that type of stuff. So.
All right.
Go ahead, Moo. I've been knowing this gentleman for almost 10 years. Well, this year actually makes 10 years I've been knowing him. So, yeah, my brother Sean, man. I've had him on the podcast before. This won't be the last time he'll be on here. So, again, this is our fighting boxing guy segments for the Grateful Gal Sports Huddle. And, yeah, we'll take off.
So let's get into the Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford fight.
Go ahead. I already told him the results of it. Go ahead, Sean.
What you think about it, though?
Hey, I just told him I was happy I didn't get to see the fight. I saw the highlights. We had came from the Mike Epps comedy show and it was late, but it was told them. I mean, you discussed as well. I just felt like Earl Spence was unprepared, man. Terrence Crawford definitely came in there with a mission. I remember you told me I think Earl Spence had like a car accident or something like that. And I don't know that time frame of how long ago it was before the fight, but I could just say from what I saw during the fight, I don't think Earl Spence was as prepared as Terrence Crawford was. He
Bud was definitely prepared. And let's just talk like this. So back in January, I believe, December, I was telling you, Earl Spence had a horrific car crash where he was thrown out the vehicle, speeds of 125, maybe more than that, 125 was thrown out the vehicle. This man endured many injuries. Came back, he fought Danny Garcia, won. Then he fought what's that boy name? Oh man, I forgot his name. Well, he fought a Cuban boxer, and he beat him. But when you fight Bud, you gotta come prepared. I don't think either Earl or his team was prepared for this. Earl suffered orbital damage, teeth loss, and a few other injuries towards his ribs and everything. And Bud knew that. So when they went into that fight, you saw what Bud was targeting. All those places where those injuries were. He mixed it up. He was throwing jabs. I mean, he hit him a few times in the back of the head, but we ain't gonna speak on that. But let's get into this next fight though that's about to come up. The one everybody talking about, Canelo Alvarez and Jermell Charlo at 154. Who you got?
Hey man, I don't know. I gotta do my research because I got about a month away from the fight. I think the fight was September 30th.
Yep, September the 30th.
First of all, I'm just loving the attitude of boxing right now. That all these undisputed fighters going up against one another. People moving up classes, people are losing weight, gaining weight. You know what I mean? People are putting themselves in position to go to war with one another in the ring and have so much at stake, man. This is so awesome right now. Like I said, the fighting, even in women's boxing, women, men, the state of boxing is just it's crazy right now, man. And I don't know, from what I've heard, both fighters are definitely, tremendous. Both of them are undisputed in their own rights, in their own classes, and now they, I don't know which one is coming to who class, or I don't know if they meeting on one playing field or whatever it is, but it's gonna be a good fight, man. Hopefully it's a better fight than the Bud and Terrence Earl Spence fight. Do you think they have a second fight?
Who, Bud and
Earl? Yeah.
They might. They talking about it, bringing him back in December and having a rematch. I mean, he has a mandatory clause anyway. He has a mandatory clause for his belts that was in the contract. Another thing is it was a hydration clause. That's something else that causes different strategies in the boxing game. When there's a rehydration clause, one of the boxers, when they get weighed in before the fight, they can't be more than the weight the specific that they had to come in with. At that time, Earl had to drop down to meet Bud weight. But then, at the during the weigh-ins, Bud, they disregarded the weight clause anyway though. But for Jermell Charlo and Alvarez, it's gonna be a good fight. That rehydration clause was used during Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia. Ryan lost a lot of weight for that fight. And rehydration clauses causes a lot, man. The body, you cutting all that weight, you fatigue out during fights. You don't have that. You lack that power that you usually have. But we all knew Gervonta Davis was going to win that. We knew Bud was going to win his fight. Bud won it, fair and square. I mean, Earl just wasn't prepared.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I mean, Bud was, man. That boy, animal boy. Goodness gracious, man. Boy,
I've been telling you,
I love you too, baby. That boy
Bud
beast.
is like that, man. For years, I've been watching Bud.
Yeah, that's why we definitely looking forward to being able to bring, that experience of, following boxing, following fighting. We looking forward to being able to have you, bring more of that to Sports Huddle. So I appreciate you again for being here this morning, man. Did you check out the Never fight? I don't remember pronouncing his last name right, but he ended up winning. But did you check out that fight?
Who?
I forgot his name. Never Never. He fought a couple weeks back. Let me pull it up real quick. Let me see. Um, he fought this past August. He is the. Let's see. I'm gonna pull it up now. Let's see. He's the champion.
I think I know you're talking about.
Let me see what division he in. I forgot what division he in. He's in like the featherweight, I think. Not featherweight.
No, I forgot his name.
Let me see. Maybe the super featherweight.
You're trying to say he the pound for pound?
No. He had defended his belt last week. I mean last month. No, earlier this week. Earlier this month. I mean, excuse me. Earlier this month against. I can't find his name. He's a Hispanic gentleman though. It was a championship fight. I forgot who he fought though. Let me see. I'm trying to pull it up. I'm on a fight. I'm on the site now with the boxers and the champions, but I don't know what weight class he was in. He was probably like in the 130s for sure.
I probably didn't watch it.
What weight class do you usually follow?
Middleweight, lightweight, heavyweight, cruiserweight, anything over 130. Well, yeah, 135. I'm watching.
What Devin Haney? He got a whole bunch of titles. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, and I still feel Devin Haney lost that fight with Loma. I mean, yeah, Loma let off the brakes when he was, giving them works around I say the 8th and the 9th. That's when Loma kind of let up. But Haney won the first few rounds. Say he won the first two, but then Loma started coming back from like third and all the way up to the 8th, and then they, Loma let off, and they both was even in those I think rounds, but they gave it to Haney. Devin Haney, I feel Devin Haney. The next big fight gonna be Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson.
Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah.
What are some advice you would give to, like, inspiring fighters, people who want to get in the ring, that type of stuff? What would you give advice to them about?
I'm not in the ring, but I can tell my hugs up.
But I'm saying, but from you being, you being around boxing, growing up, and watching it now, what are some trends you see from, like, fighting styles from back then to now? What are you seeing differently?
I'll say now, new fighters these days more like picking their fights, trying to keep an undefeated streak. That streak that Floyd and put into the boxing nation. Yeah, you can take L's anytime, but now it's like boxers are in that mind state of picking fighters that they feel they know they can beat. They ain't looking for possible contenders that's gonna match them, make them elevate their boxing skills. If you look, you see Shakur, he's going after everybody. You look at Jared Anderson, he's going after everybody. Look at like they not just picking easy fights. They know they just gonna walk through. Earl Spence was one of those fighters. Earl Spence is another fighter that he's one of those guys that's, he not gonna just pick fights that he know he can win. He wants something to elevate his career. So him taking that L, it's okay. You ain't gotta keep that undefeated streak. You just continue boxing people that's gonna make you elevate. Canelo Alvarez is another one. He ain't picking easy matches. This dude is out there. He getting it. He's showing. Basically old school boxers like Evander Holyfield. He had to fight Tyson. He had to fight James Toney. He had to fight a lot of other. They back then. The best got to fight the best.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing. If you look up Roy Jones Jr. talking about Roy Jones saying, it's time now. These, new boxers, undisputed fight undisputed. If you have to go up a weight class, go up a weight class. You won't have to see them. They making boxing be better than what it was. For 4 years, boxing been like that. It's like once Floyd was in the game, everybody picking their fights, trying to keep an undefeated streak. Besides Bud, Manny Pacquiao, and them. That right there. I forgot to say, if you right there can mention your 5 Mount Rushmore boxers in the game, who would you pick?
I'm definitely putting, Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather out there. You know what I'm saying? But Terrence Crawford got to go out there. That boy,
Yep.
he had animal, man. That man a beast, dude. Like,
yes, sir.
And the other guy who I was telling you about earlier, who defended his title, his name is Emmanuel Neverretti or something like that. He's super featherweight, super flyweight or something like that. I just looked it up. He's super.
Yeah, I don't watch flyweights like that.
Okay, yeah. So that's his division. He was super featherweight, and flyweight. So what is that like? That's low weight, like what, 105s, 110s?
Yeah, it's like 119, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Around that class.
But from just overall, my Mount Rushmore of boxers, definitely Muhammad Ali from, being one of the greatest boxers. Like I said, Floyd Mayweather, Terrence Crawford up there. I like Manny Pacquiao, man. I actually respect this game a lot, from what type of fighter he was. And I don't know, man. I'm, the winner of this, Jamal Charlo and Canelo, whoever you said, we shall see, man. But I don't. Mike Tyson, of course.
I was waiting for.
Hold on. My bad.
I was waiting for you, Mount Rushmore. I was like, you got one more.
Yeah, I forgot about to put Mike Tyson up there. Yeah, but them legends, man. Legends. They paved the way for the game. Especially for African Americans to be, being able to have a Floyd Mayweather, being able to have a Terrence Crawford, these type of guys, being able to have Earl Spence and all these gentlemen who fight now that are black people. You know what I mean? And they set the pavement. They paved the way. Even Evander Holyfield. He from Georgia. I got to put him up there. He a contender for sure. You know what I mean? But these are type of these are fighters that paved the way for our generation and our our ethnicity. So
They definitely did.
yeah. Who on your Mount Rush boy?
Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali. You already know Manny Pacquiao. I'm gonna put Bud up there.
That boy a beast.
Yeah, but I'm gonna put Bud up there. He on my Mount Rushmore. But no, I can't put him up there. He ain't retired yet.
Okay.
But Manny Pacquiao ain't retired yet. So
Manny, I thought he was tired.
no, Manny ain't retired.
But he don't got no more. He ain't holding no titles.
Hey, you ain't got hold no titles.
What I'm saying though, man, he like 50. Man.
Manny Pacquiao is an 8-time, well, not undisputed, but he's an 8-time boxing champion, dude. Not 8-time, but he went up 8 classes, 8 division champion, dude. Nobody in boxing has ever done that, and probably will never do that.
Yeah, I like
That
Manny.
man came up from like flyweight all the way up. That goes to show that dude was determined. So I mean, you got him, Bud, 2-time undisputed. They gonna be Hall of Famers. Them dudes, they actually, if you look at people talk about Bud ain't got no resume like when Earl was in, but when they fought. But I was like, yo, Bud is like that. Bud taking out champions as well as Earl Spence. But I'm like, y'all gonna see. But yeah, I say Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali. Since they ain't made the Hall of Fame, I'll take them out. So I say Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali. I gotta go with my boy James, Tony, Evander Holyfield. How many I got left? I'll say I like the Tommy Hearn. I like the Sugar Ray.
Did you put Floyd up there?
No, I'm not putting Floyd up there.
Why you don't like Floyd, gang? What's wrong with Floyd?
Like I said, Floyd was all about. I mean, yeah, you're supposed to be all about money. But yeah, my
What about the
last
record
one.
though? What about he got the money because of his record though? It wasn't like he was just
It wasn't because of his record.
But he wanted to fight.
Let me tell you.
Go ahead.
Floyd was smart to fight people. I mean, yeah, he fought Canelo when he was young. Canelo was just getting into the game like that. Do you think he'll beat an experienced Canelo that now to what he was?
No.
Hell no. And the same thing with Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao was beating a mess out of everybody. They was been in talks with putting him and Manny Pacquiao, but I mean, I understand Floyd was like, you're gonna have to take those tests and everything, test for steroids and all that shit. But sorry for my language, but yeah. But yeah, I mean, if you see somebody, tearing divisions up, I understand why Floyd stayed away. And then he fought Miguel Cotto, in which I felt like Miguel hurt him and possibly won that fight. And Sugar Shane Mosley also gave him a fight. It's just I felt like Floyd had his fingers around judges and all of Las Vegas. I mean, he kept his undefeated streak. He was smart. He know how to pick and move his shots, and his defense on point.
So what do you think about? I've been sitting around that Gervonta Davis I guess he got to class up to fight Bud. Is that true, or is it the opposite way around?
They're not gonna fight. I don't think they're gonna fight.
I don't think they're gonna fight either.
Yeah.
Who do you think will win that fight though? If they did fight,
Bud.
Yeah, that man just a different animal, bro. He's just different, bro.
Yeah, I love I love watching him, Gervonta Davis, but that's too much. That's too much of a weight cut for Bud, and he'll lack power. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's iffy. It's iffy because Gervonta has that power. He's smart. And if it is a weight cut for Bud, it ain't gonna look good. So there's a possibility he can catch him, but then there's also a possibility with Bud technique and that preparation with his coaching, man. Yeah, it can look bad on both. So I'll take that. I retract on that. I ain't gonna say who will win.
Okay. Yeah. Well, if it come to fight, if it ever come to fruition, we definitely gonna be y'all gonna know for sure. We're gonna definitely cover it. But like he said, you said Jamar, Charlo, and Canelo, right, on the 30th.
Yeah,
So
Jamal. Yeah, Canelo and Jamal on the September 30th at 154. Shoot, in October 28th, they saying they making Tyson Fury fight Francis Ngannou, and I don't know why they doing that.
that's for the heavyweight, right?
Yeah, Francis Ngannou is a MMA champ. Well, was a former MMA champion.
Mm.
He was a knockout artist, but boxing is totally different from MMA.
It is. Yeah. So
Totally.
who you think gonna win out of the Charlo and Canelo?
Canelo, just because he's smart.
So how you think Jamal fight? He fight aggressive? He just fight aggressive? What?
Nah, he's a smart fighter too. But Derek James is also Earl Spence trainer. Was he prepared?
Mm. But who do you? Okay, so you think it's the coaching? You think it's the coaching that would have him unprepared, not the fighter himself?
Yeah, Derek James did not have Earl Spence prepared. Earl Spence did everything he do in every fight, and Bud knew that. They say you take away his jab, he can't use that straight right. He can't use them body shots. Just movement. It cuts everything off. Bud is a smart fighter. He's a thinker in the ring.
Mm.
That same guy, Derek James is Jermell Charlo's trainer.
Well, you can't. Well, I don't know. They gotta get on the film. You gotta see. I don't know. You gotta. As even like a coach, I'm just speaking from a coach side now. This is like in film. If you know that your players, they in one area or they weren't prepared in this area, I think there should be emphasis on the next time around or the next game. You know what I mean? Those should be emphasis of you should, like I said, hopefully it's a better fight for sure. Hopefully it's a better fight than Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford, man.
Yeah, Derek James ain't prepared that man, yo. He came in with the same fighting style. So if Terrence Crawford took away his jab, why he didn't use his footwork in the ring to try to, prepare it? Well, not prepare him, but just tell him, hey, move around, throw your jab from different angles, or you know, put on the gas and cut the ring off, pressure him. Terrence Crawford don't like inside. He don't like an inside battle, but he can because he can switch styles. He can go from orthodox to southpaw quick.
Mm.
So that's the thing. Like, Bud is on a different IQ than all boxers. Him and Gervonta Davis. Shakur Stevenson is getting there. That boy is training up under Bud. So that's why you see Shakur calling out everybody too. Because they know, like, man, Bud and them training is different.
Mm. Well, yeah, man. Like I said, I'm definitely looking forward to being able to have you here on the show more. Have you heard about the Alicia Baumgartner PED thing? Have you heard about that?
Nah, I ain't paying no attention to that. I was just so watching the upcoming boxing heavyweight and that Jamil and Charlo and them. Then I try to cover what Shakur gonna do.
Who he's supposed to fight next?
I forgot who he's supposed to fight next. I forgot the dude's name, but he's supposed to fight him. I don't think he hold any belts, but it's a little pickup fight for him.
Just to get his name out there, get him prepared to be next in line.
His name out there.
You know what I'm saying? But like get him in position to be able to be a contender for the belt. I don't know how it goes. I'm pretty sure people can get title fights if the title holder agree to fight the person. But I'm pretty sure people in line like, hey, I beat this person, I beat this person. Now I deserve a shot at the title or whatever. So yeah, man. But I'm definitely looking forward to it again, y'all. Grateful Gab family. I had my brother Sean here. We'll be getting his fight name, his fighting commentator name here in the next couple of weeks. We'll be putting our brains together to pick his name for him, but hopefully he can continue to be here on the show. I probably have him here on Saturdays. I know he be kind of busy throughout the week. I do my sports show on Thursday and Saturday. I would love to have him on both episodes. So we'll see as we go forward. But yeah, again, appreciate y'all tuning in today. And we definitely looking forward to being able to have more information about the fights going forward. I don't think you finished your Mount Rushmore either. I don't think.
No, I finished it, but yeah, grateful Gab. I appreciate everything, but these early morning podcasts, I'm gonna tell you, I was ill prepared. I was tired. He called me, said, "Get on." I said, "All right, I get on."
Yeah. So like I said, Saturday will probably be better for him, y'all. So make sure y'all be on the lookout for Sean and Frankie Fly. He'll be back as well before the beginning of week 1 NFL season. We've been in contact with one another, so from my understanding, he'll be back. So y'all be on the lookout for the three of us, and we're gonna continue to elevate the Sports Huddle, and we're gonna continue to have more information and yeah, just continue to keep people around the world informed. I saw before I leave as well. I saw that the Eagles had we streamed our last preseason game out of Australia and New Zealand because we have a few players on our team from that area. So we're looking to be able to expand sports around the world, and that's what I look to do here as well on my podcast. So man, y'all just continue to tune in, continue to learn stuff about international sports. So that's outside of your country, that's international, and even from our way, from outside of our country. So we definitely looking forward to being able to learn stuff and give knowledge as well. So appreciate y'all tuning in today. Again, appreciate my brother Sean for tuning in, and thank you for your time, brother.
Appreciate you, grateful Gab and David Kane.
For sure, brother. All right, Grateful Gab family, make sure y'all tune in tomorrow for the Grateful Gab Family Day. Other than that, man, as always, give God glory for today. Father God, I pray and ask that today is the best day because today, Lord. Thank you for everything you're doing, everything you've done. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right, brother. Love you, dog. I'm going to see you, man.
All right, love you too, dog.
Bro, peace.